I come before you now, Jesus, with a heart open and tender, inviting your gentle presence to surround us both in this quiet moment. As we pause together, I want to bless you deeply. May peace settle softly over your spirit, and may grace fill every corner of your soul. You are seen, you are valued, and you are loved beyond measure. In this sacred space, I invite you to feel held, to breathe in the calm that only you can provide. If your heart feels moved, perhaps you might like this gentle gathering of prayer, a small way to weave more love into your day. And if you feel called to walk alongside us more often, subscribing would be a quiet way to stay connected to these moments of peace and reflection. I also welcome your voice if you wish. Share a prayer request or a thought below, so we may carry it tenderly together. Now, let us pray. Jesus, I come to you with a longing for unity in my family. My heart is heavy with the weight of misunderstandings, the quiet spaces where love feels distant. I surrender these burdens to you, trusting that your hands are mighty to heal and restore. Help me to release anger and bitterness, to breathe out resentment and breathe in your forgiveness. I am grateful for the moments of joy we have shared, and hopeful for the new memories you will help us create. Draw us closer, Lord. Knit our hearts with your thread of peace, that we may be bound together in love that does not fail. I ask for your wisdom to guide each word I speak and each silence I hold, that they may be instruments of your grace. I know that unity begins within me, so I open my heart to your transforming power. Teach me to listen with compassion, to see with eyes of kindness, and to act with gentleness. When I feel overwhelmed, remind me to rest in you, to find strength in your presence, and to trust your timing. I embrace the hope you offer, that even in brokenness, you are making all things new. Thank you for never giving up on us, for walking alongside us in every struggle and celebration. As I speak these truths, I invite your peace to flow through our family like a healing river, softening hard places and refreshing weary souls. In the quiet of this moment, I ask you to reveal any walls we have built against one another. Help me to see where I have contributed to distance or pain. I surrender these parts of myself, asking for your mercy to wash over them. May your light shine into the shadows, bringing understanding and humility. I pray for open hearts and open hands, ready to forgive and to be forgiven. Let your love be the foundation upon which we rebuild trust and hope. Teach us to cherish each other's differences and to celebrate the unique ways you have created each of us. Jesus, I invite you to be the center of our family, the unshakable rock on which we stand. In times of conflict, remind us to pause, to breathe, and to seek your guidance. When words feel sharp or silence feels cold, let your spirit soften our hearts and inspire gentle truth. Help us to speak life into one another, to encourage and uplift instead of tearing down. I ask for patience when frustrations rise, and for joy to bubble up in the midst of trials. May our home be a sanctuary where your love flows freely and freely flows, freely and freely flows, freely and wraps around each person with tender care. Let every corner of our dwelling echo with laughter and kindness. Where grace is abundant and understanding is the common language. May the walls themselves seem to breathe a spirit of welcome and peace, drawing in not just family, but friends and strangers alike, reflecting the boundless love you have shown to all. Lord, I lift up those moments when our differences feel like chasms too wide to cross. I ask for your gentle hand to bridge those gaps, weaving threads of empathy and humility between us. Help us to remember that beneath every disagreement lies a shared desire to be loved and understood. Teach us to lean into discomfort with courage, knowing that growth often blooms in the soil of vulnerability. In those times when pride tempts us to shut down or push away, remind us instead to open our hearts wider, to listen more deeply, to respond with grace, and to seek reconciliation before division. As I pray for my family, I also hold close those who feel alone, isolated, or estranged from their loved ones. Wrap your arms around them, Jesus, and let them find comfort in your presence. May they sense your nearness as a balm for their aching hearts and a beacon of hope in their loneliness. Encourage them with the truth that they are never truly apart. From your love, that you are a constant companion through every valley and every high place. Guide them gently back toward connection when the time is right, or hold them tenderly in the waiting seasons. In the midst of daily life's busyness and distractions, help us to carve out sacred moments to nurture our relationships. Teach us to prioritize time together, not as an obligation, but as a joyful invitation to deepen our bonds. May meals shared, conversations had, and simple gestures of kindness become threads that strengthen the fabric of our family. Give us eyes to see the small miracles of love that unfold each day, the smile, the helping hand, the word of encouragement, and hearts that respond with gratitude and generosity. Jesus, I ask for your protection over each member of my family. Guard their hearts and minds against fear, anxiety, and discouragement. Surround them with your peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that steadies when storms arise. Shield them from harm, both seen and unseen, and fill their lives with your abundant blessings. Let your joy be their strength, and your hope their anchor. Even in seasons of challenge, may they find reasons to rejoice and reasons to trust in your faithful goodness. I pray for healing where wounds run deep, whether from past hurts, misunderstandings, or mistakes made. Touch those tender places with your gentle hands and breathe new life into weary souls. Help us to release grudges and to open paths toward reconciliation. May forgiveness flow like a river, cleansing and renewing all who drink from it. Teach us to extend the same mercy to others that you so freely give to us, that we might live as reflections of your boundless compassion, Lord. I also lift up the dreams and hopes we carry as a family. Inspire us to pursue them with courage and unity, knowing that you walk beside us every step of the way. When uncertainties arise, steady our hearts with the assurance that your plans are good, and that you are working all things together for our good. Encourage us to dream boldly, to support one another's aspirations, and to celebrate each victory, no matter how small. May our shared vision be rooted in love and guided by your wisdom. As we journey forward together, help us to cultivate gratitude for the gift of family itself. In moments of frustration or fatigue, remind us to pause and give thanks for the presence and love that surrounds us. Let our hearts overflow with appreciation for the unique ways each person enriches our lives. May gratitude become the soil from which patience, kindness, and joy naturally grow. Help us to see each day as an opportunity to deepen our love and to build lasting memories filled with laughter and grace. Jesus, I ask that your Spirit would continually renew our hearts and minds, shaping us into a family that mirrors your love and light. Let kindness, humility, and gentleness be our hallmarks, shining brightly in a world that so often feels divided. Empower us to be peacemakers within our own home and ambassadors of hope beyond its walls. May our family be a sanctuary of healing, and a lighthouse of hope, attracting others to the warmth of your embrace. In this shared prayer, I hold both the joys and the struggles close, trusting that you are weaving them into a beautiful tapestry of grace. Thank you for hearing these words whispered from a heart in need, for walking with us through every season, and for the promise that your love never fails. As we continue to seek your presence and guidance, may our hearts remain open to the ways you are at work, softening, healing, and renewing. Now, as we rest in this quiet space, I invite you, Jesus, to continue speaking tenderly to our souls. Let your voice be a gentle melody that calms our fears and inspires our hope. We listen with open hearts, ready to receive whatever you would lovingly share, knowing that your grace is sufficient for every need. Carry us forward in your peace, with a spirit that longs to love and be loved fully. And as we dwell in this sacred presence together, may the journey of healing and unity unfold gently before us, with each step illuminated by your unfailing light, softly guiding our way like the dawn's first gentle rays. In this sacred unfolding, may we find rest in knowing that every small act of love, every whispered prayer, every quiet moment of surrender is part of a greater story you are writing, one of redemption, hope, and unbreakable connection. Jesus, as we continue to walk this path, I ask that you deepen our awareness of your presence in the everyday. Help us to recognize your fingerprints in the laughter of children, the warmth of a shared meal, the comfort of a listening ear. May we be attentive to the subtle ways you speak through a glance, a touch, a timely word that remind us we are never alone. Teach us to cultivate a spirit of mindfulness, that even amidst life's noise, we might hear your still, small voice calling us back to peace. When burdens feel heavy and the road ahead uncertain, may your love be the steady anchor that holds us firm. Let us lean into your strength rather than our own, surrendering our fears and doubts into your capable hands. Help us to trust not only in your power to change circumstances, but also in your grace to change us too. Soften our hearts, to open our eyes, to expand our capacity to love without condition. In moments when discouragement threatens to dim our hope, breathe new courage into our souls. Remind us of the countless ways you have shown faithfulness in the past, and let those memories kindle a flame of confidence for the days to come. Teach us to celebrate progress, no matter how incremental, knowing that transformation is often a gentle unfolding rather than a sudden leap. Jesus, I lift up the tender hopes and quiet dreams tucked deep within each heart. You know them intimately, even when we struggle to name them ourselves. I ask that you nurture these seeds of longing with patience and care. Help us to discern which dreams align with your will and to release those that may lead us away from your best. Fill us with the courage to pursue purpose with boldness, yet with humility. Trusting that your timing is perfect and your plans are good, may our family become a place where vulnerability is met with compassion and strength is found in togetherness. Let us be quick to forgive and slow to judge, eager to build bridges rather than walls. Teach us to celebrate differences as gifts that enrich our shared story, weaving a tapestry more beautiful because of each unique thread. When misunderstandings arise, grant us the grace to approach one another with curiosity rather than defensiveness, seeking to understand before being understood. Lord, I pray especially for those whose hearts are weary from past wounds or ongoing struggles. Surround them with your healing presence, comforting and restoring what has been broken. May they find safe refuge in your love and courage to step forward into new beginnings. Help us, as a family, to be instruments of that healing, to offer kindness without condition, patience without limit, and presence without reservation. As we move deeper into this journey, teach us to embrace the sacred rhythm of life with its seasons of joy and sorrow, growth and rest. Help us to recognize that in your economy, nothing is wasted. Every experience, every tear, every smile contributes to the fullness of your work in us. May we learn to surrender, control, and find peace in your sovereignty, resting in the assurance that you are working all things together for good, Jesus. I ask that your Spirit would fill our home with a palpable sense of your love and invisible, yet undeniable, warmth that welcomes and heals. Let our interactions be marked by gentleness and understanding, even when challenges arise. May laughter echo through our halls and gratitude flow freely from our lips. Help us to create traditions of kindness and rituals of connection that bind us more deeply, generation to generation. In this sacred space of prayer, I also bring before you the wider community and world around us. May the love and unity we cultivate within our family ripple outward, touching neighbors, friends, and even strangers. Empower us to be ambassadors of your peace, shining your light in places shadowed by division and despair. Use us to sow seeds of hope wherever we go, trusting that you will nurture their growth in your perfect time. Thank you, Jesus, for your patient and unfailing love, the love that meets us in our brokenness and invites us into wholeness. Thank you for the gift of family, for the bonds that hold us even when they stretch and strain. Thank you for being the steadfast presence we can cling to when the world feels uncertain and overwhelming. In this moment, I rest in the knowledge that you are near, that you hear these prayers, and that you are faithful to complete the good work you have begun in us. So now, as we continue to breathe in your peace and breathe out our trust, may our hearts remain open to the gentle leading of your Spirit. May we carry this sacred encounter with us, allowing it to shape the way we live, love, and hope. And as we move forward, hand in hand with you, may every step be bathed in your light and every word be wrapped in your grace. Holding on to this promise, we walk into the unfolding day with a quiet confidence that your love will guide us through all that lies ahead, weaving every moment into the beautiful story you are writing, ... A story that invites us deeper into the mystery of your unfathomable grace. Let this unfolding narrative be one marked not by perfection, but by persistence in love, in forgiveness, and in hope. May we learn to embrace the imperfections in ourselves and in one another, understanding that it is through these very cracks that your light shines most brilliantly. Teach us to cherish the journey, even when it feels uncertain or slow, knowing that you are faithful to lead us toward healing and wholeness. Jesus, as the days stretch before us, help us to cultivate a spirit of patience, not only with others, but also with ourselves. When frustrations rise or setbacks come, remind us that growth often requires time and tenderness. Let us be gentle with the process, trusting that you are at work beneath what we can see. May we find comfort in your presence during moments of waiting and courage to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear. In the spaces where fear or doubt linger, breathe courage into our hearts. Help us to release the grip of worry and to lean fully into your promises. You are the God who holds all things together, the one who calms storms and carries the weary. With each breath, may we draw in your peace and exhale our anxieties, resting more deeply in your care. When darkness threatens to overwhelm, may your light break through, a beacon that never fades, Lord, I ask that you deepen our capacity for empathy within our family and beyond. Help us to see each person through your eyes, recognizing the unique struggles and triumphs that shape their stories. May we respond with kindness and understanding, offering grace freely as a reflection of the grace we have received. Let our words be a source of healing, our actions a balm for weary souls, and our presence a refuge for those in need. Grant us the humility to admit when we are wrong and the courage to seek reconciliation. Teach us to listen, not only to respond, but to truly hear, to listen with open hearts that seek connection rather than conflict. May forgiveness flow swiftly among us, washing away resentment and making room for renewed trust. Help us to remember that forgiveness is not a one-time act, but a daily choice to release and restore. As we continue to nurture these relationships, inspire us to create new memories steeped in love and joy. Let celebrations be filled with laughter that echoes beyond the walls of our home, and ordinary moments be touched by gratitude that transforms the mundane into the sacred. May acts of service and kindness become the threads that weave our hearts ever closer, binding us with a love that is both strong and gentle. Jesus, I pray for the children and young ones in our family, that they may grow surrounded by your unwavering love and guidance. Protect their innocence and nurture their spirits with wisdom and grace. Help us as adults to model kindness, patience, and faithfulness, so they may learn to walk confidently in the path you have prepared for them. Guard their hearts against discouragement and fear, filling them instead with hope and joy. For those among us who are carrying heavy burdens, whether from illness, loss, or hardship, ask your healing presence to be near. Mend what is broken, restore what has been lost, and bring peace where turmoil reigns. May they feel the gentle embrace of your Spirit, lifting their spirits and renewing their strength. Surround them with loving support and tangible expressions of care, reminding them that they are never alone, Lord. As we seek to live out these prayers each day, grant us the grace to reflect your love in tangible ways. May our family be a place where kindness is practiced freely, where differences are honored, and where every person feels valued and seen. Help us to carry this love beyond our walls into our communities, workplaces, and friendships, being ambassadors of your peace and joy in a world that longs for both. In moments of quiet reflection, may we always return to you, the source of our hope and the anchor of our souls. Teach us to cultivate a daily rhythm of prayer and presence, where we can lay down our burdens and receive your rest. Let our hearts be a sanctuary where your Spirit dwells richly, shaping us into a family that embodies your grace and truth. Thank you, Jesus, for walking this journey with us through every challenge and every celebration. Your unwavering love sustains us, your faithfulness inspires us, and your presence comforts us beyond measure. As we continue forward, may we remain attentive to your gentle leading, open to your transformative work, and committed to loving one another as you have loved us. So now, as we breathe deeply of your peace and step gently into the unfolding day, may our hearts beat in rhythm with yours. May every choice we make, every word we speak, and every action we take be guided by your infinite love. And as we move forward, hand in hand with you, may we walk boldly into the future, confident that your light will illuminate every shadow and your grace will carry us through every trial, drawing us ever closer to the fullness of life you have promised. In this sacred journey, may we find strength in surrender and joy in the simple truth that you are always near, gently leading us home with a steady hand and a tender heart. May the whispers of your Spirit continue to stir within us, awakening hope where it has grown faint and planting seeds of peace that blossom in unexpected ways. As we navigate the complexities of relationships and the ebb and flow of daily life, remind us that your love is the constant thread weaving through every moment, holding us together when we falter, lifting us higher when we strive. Jesus, help us to cultivate a deeper awareness of the sacredness in ordinary encounters. Let us not rush past the beauty of shared smiles, the comfort of a warm embrace, or the healing power of simply being present with one another. Teach us to slow down, to savor these gifts, and to recognize in them your loving fingerprints. May gratitude become the breath of our hearts, inhaling your goodness and exhaling praise that transforms our perspectives. In times when discouragement threatens to cloud our vision, breathe courage into our souls. Remind us that every challenge holds the potential for growth. Every trial is an invitation to lean more fully into your strength. When the weight of unmet expectations or unresolved pain presses upon us, help us to surrender these burdens with trust, knowing that you are working all things together for good even when the path ahead is unclear. Lord, I ask that you nurture within us a spirit of humility, a willingness to admit when we are wrong, to ask for forgiveness, and to extend it freely to others. May we be quick to listen, slow to speak, and always eager to seek understanding before judgment. Let forgiveness be the lifeblood that flows through our family, cleansing old wounds and opening the way for renewed connection and joy. As we envision the future, inspire us to dream boldly but patiently. Help us to discern your voice amid the noise of our own desires and the world's distractions. Guide us toward goals that honor you and bless those around us. When doubts arise, anchor us in the truth that your plans are perfect and your timing impeccable. May hope be the light that guides our steps, even in moments of uncertainty. Jesus, I lift up the unique gifts and callings you have placed within each family member. Help us to encourage and nurture these gifts, celebrating the diversity that enriches our shared journey. May we be a source of support and affirmation, creating space for each person to grow into the fullness of who you have created them to be. Teach us to honor differences with grace, seeing them as threads that, woven together, form a beautiful tapestry in the face of conflict or misunderstanding. Grant us the strength to choose peace. Help us to pause before reacting, to seek your wisdom in moments of tension, and to respond with kindness rather than harshness. May our home be a refuge where safety and respect abound, where hearts are tender and words are gentle. Let your Spirit be the peacemaker that calms storms and restores harmony. For those whose hearts carry the sting of past hurts or current struggles, I ask for your healing touch. Comfort the weary, mend the broken, and renew hope where despair lingers. Surround them with your loving presence, that they might know they are never alone. Empower us as a family to be vessels of that healing, to offer compassion without condition, patience without limit, and presence without reservation. Lord, as we continue on this path together, teach us to embrace the rhythm of grace, that sacred balance of effort and surrender, striving and resting. Help us to recognize that growth often unfolds gently over time, and that your Spirit is at work even in the smallest moments. May we find joy in the journey itself, trusting that you are faithful to complete the good work you have begun in us. I pray that your love would radiate through our family like a beacon, drawing others into the warmth of your embrace. May the unity we seek within these walls spill over into our communities, bringing light to places shadowed by division and hope to hearts burdened by loneliness. Use us, Lord, as instruments of your peace and ambassadors of your grace. Thank you, Jesus, for your unfailing presence, the constant companion who never leaves or forsakes us. Thank you for the gift of family, for the bonds that hold us even when they are tested. Thank you for the promise that your love is stronger than any force that seeks to divide or discourage us. In this moment, I rest in the assurance that you are here, listening, healing, and guiding. So now, as we continue to breathe in your peace and breathe out our trust, may our hearts remain open to the gentle leading of your Spirit. May we carry this sacred encounter with us, allowing it to shape the way we live, love, and hope. And as we move forward, hand in hand with you, may every step be bathed in your light and every word be wrapped in your grace. Holding on to this promise, we walk into the unfolding day with a quiet confidence that your love will guide us through all that lies ahead. Weaving every moment into the beautiful story you are writing, a story of redemption, hope, and unbreakable connection. With hearts lifted and spirits renewed, we remain attentive to the gentle stirrings of your grace, ready to embrace the path you have set before us, knowing that in every step you are there, steady and sure, a faithful presence walking beside us through valleys and mountaintops alike. In the quiet unfolding of each day, may we become more attuned to the subtle ways you move within and around, soft whispers of encouragement, unexpected moments of joy, and gentle reminders of your abiding love. Help us to nurture a spirit of gratitude that permeates our interactions, transforming ordinary moments into sacred encounters. When challenges press in, may we remember to pause and breathe deeply, inviting your peace to wash over our worries and fears. Teach us to hold one another's hearts with tenderness, recognizing that each person carries unseen struggles and precious hopes. Jesus, grant us the courage to be vulnerable, to share our true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. May our family be a sanctuary where authenticity is welcomed and compassion flows freely. In this safe space, may wounds find healing, misunderstandings give way to clarity, and burdens become lighter through shared support. As we journey forward, help us to cultivate patience, not only with one another, but with the unfolding of your timing. When answers seem delayed or progress feels slow, may we rest in the assurance that you are working all things together for good. Teach us to trust in your perfect wisdom, even when the way is unclear. Lord, I ask that you continue to deepen our capacity for love that is steadfast, unconditional, and resilient. Let it be the foundation upon which all our relationships are built, a love that reflects your own heart toward us. When disappointment or hurt threatens to divide, may love be the bridge that draws us back into unity and peace. I pray, too, for a spirit of humility to guide our steps. May we be quick to seek forgiveness and generous in extending it. Help us to listen with open ears and open hearts, eager to understand before we seek to be understood. Let grace be the language we speak, and kindness the currency we share in the unfolding story of our family. May each chapter be marked by moments of reconciliation, celebration, and growth. May laughter fill our homes, and may tears be met with gentle comfort. Teach us to cherish the gift of one another, honoring the unique ways you have woven us together. Jesus, as we continue this sacred walk, I invite your Spirit to breathe fresh life into weary hearts and to kindle new hope where it has dimmed. Let us lean into your strength rather than our own, finding rest and renewal in your presence. May your light lead us through every shadow, and your love be the compass that guides our way. In the stillness of this moment, I open myself to your whisper, ready to receive your peace, your healing, and your joy. May this prayer be a seed planted deep within, growing in time into a harvest of love and unity that blesses not only our family, but all those we encounter. So with open hands and open hearts, we continue on, trusting that you are shaping us into a reflection of your grace. Each step, each breath, each choice made in love draws us closer to the fullness of life. You promise a life rich in connection, hope, and unending peace. And as we move forward together, may the journey itself become a sacred dance, one of surrender and trust, of struggle and triumph, of brokenness made whole by your unfailing love. We walk with confidence, knowing that no matter where the path leads, you are there, gently leading us home, always, inviting us deeper into the mystery of your presence and the fullness of your grace. May we learn to see not only with our eyes, but with hearts attuned to your gentle whisper, catching the subtle movements of your Spirit in our daily lives. Jesus, help us to embrace the beauty of imperfection, understanding that it is often through our vulnerabilities that your strength is made perfect. Teach us to lean into weakness with courage, knowing that in those moments we are held more tenderly by your loving hands. Let us be patient with ourselves and with one another, recognizing that growth is a journey, not a destination. When doubts arise and questions linger, may we bring them honestly before you, trusting that you welcome our searching hearts. Help us to rest not in certainty alone, but in the assurance of your steadfast love that does not waver even when our faith feels fragile. Let our trust in you be the anchor that holds us steady amid life's shifting tides.